Seeking feedback is important to all of us. There's a 3-step process that I recommend in terms of how we do that. The first is preparing for the feedback, and that involves thinking about your readiness to receive feedback, first and foremost. Secondly, who you want to receive feedback from, and how and when you want to get that feedback. So you want to select people who can give you feedback who are invested in your success, but also can be objective and impartial and share both positive but also constructive feedback. If someone tells us just positive things about us, we don't tend to learn a lot. Secondly, think about the environment and the timing for when you want to receive feedback, the conditions by which it's going to be most effective to have that conversation. I once worked with someone who asked his manager for feedback very early on in a round of golf. Well, that can make for a very uncomfortable and long day for both of them if he really gets constructive feedback. The manager actually declined to give him feedback in that case, and I think that was the right thing to do. So find the right conditions. When the manager or the other individual will be very comfortable with giving you feedback, not when they're stressed or hurried, in an environment like a closed door setting where they can really share pretty openly. And then lastly, think about how you're going to receive the feedback. If you're resistant to it or you're quick to jump in and push back or explain yourself, the conversation's not going to be very long. So instead, I expect people to really do their best to hear the other individual out. They may not agree with all that's said, but oftentimes there are a few nuggets that they can take and learn from, and that's really important. Also, as a part of that, thank other people for feedback. Thank them. Feedback is a gift, so share your appreciation that they took the time and were willing to share a perspective of you that might be hard for them to share and hard for you to hear. And then lastly, and probably most importantly, to show them that you really heard them, try and take action on some of the things they shared with you. Again, it may not be everything, but if you can do a few things that they suggested and then share that back with them, that really closes the loop and helps create the right type of conditions for sharing feedback and getting the kind of advice you need in the future.